Alright, I just wanted to make a quick video on my Ruger Mark III target. This is the target version, so it has the thicker barrel and removable front sight and adjustable rear sight. I think the standard Mark III has fixed sights. I know it has a fixed front sight. I'm not sure what the rear sight looks like. It might be somewhat similar to this, or it might be fixed. I'm not too sure. I bought the stainless model because I thought it looked better than the blued version. And I don't have any stainless guns, so that's another reason why I got it. I had it for a few months. I got it before my shotgun. It's just I bought it for fun, and I didn't have any 22s, and 22 ammo is really cheap. I usually buy all my pistol ammo and all my shotgun shells at Walmart. They sell, what is it, Remington Golden Bullet, a box of 555. I think it's somewhere around $20 or something like that. Not too much money at all, but actually very, very cheap. And it feeds through this gun really well. You can see the feed ramp. I polished. I took the whole gun apart. It's pretty tough because you gotta. Any of you Mark III owners know that it's a pretty tough gun to take down. This whole mainspring housing comes out, and you have to push this pin out. I'm not really going to get into it now, but it was pretty tough to take down, especially the first time. And putting it back together was just as hard for me, because you have a hammer strut that has to go into a small groove inside the mainspring housing, and you have to put it together in the right order, or you're going to get real frustrated. It's not going to go together. And it took me like an hour to put it back together because I didn't really understand how the components matched up. But now I know how it works inside out. I've taken the gun completely apart, except for this plastic piece down here. I didn't take that off, and I never took the mag catch out because I didn't want to. But everything else I took down. It's stock. It's all stock. I didn't put anything into it really, except I did change out the magazine disconnect, which I didn't like, and I replaced it with a steel washer, which I had polished and put in there, and it's a perfect fit. You can get parts for this gun. There's a lot of different websites, a lot of different accessories. It's a very popular gun, and so you won't have any problems finding accessories, grips, and internal parts and sights, everything. There's not a lot of negatives or cons that I want to talk about. The machine work inside the receiver wasn't 100%, which doesn't really matter to me. I mean, there's a lot of machine marks in there. It's not like an AR-15 where your bolt carrier fits inside your upper receiver, but it doesn't have to be that smooth. What else? You have to Loctite the front screw over here because it's going to come out. It started wiggling loose on me, and the sight would wiggle back and forth, even if I tightened it with the screwdriver really tight. So I had to put Loctite in there. And that's really my only other complaint. This is different on the Mark II. You don't have this loaded chamber indicator. It's just more parts to clean. I like to take it down every couple hundreds and hundreds of rounds. I take it apart and I clean it, and I have to pull a pin out of the bottom of the receiver to get this stuff out. It's just more to clean. I wish that wasn't there. And what else? And I wish that this safety information wasn't there. I don't like that. But that's it, really. I mean, the pros definitely outweigh the cons. It was a good price, and it's very accurate. The trigger is good the way it is. I'm not going to change it. They do have different trigger kits. Volquartsen, I think that's how you pronounce it, or a company similar to that. It's all types of components for it. Pretty expensive, but it should increase the accuracy a little bit, I guess, by improving the trigger. So you got a little bit of take up, and light trigger. I'm not sure how heavy that is, but or how many pounds it is, but it's pretty light trigger. Yeah, the stainless steel looks really nice. And another problem I had, I just wanted to mention it. I'm not sure if any of you other guys had this problem when you got your Mark III, but these screws, I didn't mess these up here. I didn't screw up these screws. They were put on, and they're not exactly flush, and you can't notice it on the camera, I don't think. But it looks like too much pressure was put on them when they were trying to screw them in. It's only these, and it kind of damaged them a little bit. It's just on these two, not the back one. So I'm not sure about that. Yeah, it's just minor. It's really a minor issue, or not. It's really a non-issue, to be honest with you. I just, you know, I notice little things like that, and they kind of get to me. Well, not anymore. It's not my new gun, so I don't really care anymore. I'm kind of focused on my my Stevens 350. So, but that's it, really. I'm gonna make a video of maybe taking it down and how I made it a little easier just by polishing a few parts, because taking it down and putting it back together, like I said, was really difficult. That's it, really. I'll just show you the action. It's pretty smooth. Yeah, I took out that disconnect, so now the magazine comes out a little easier. Let's see. And you can dry fire it, not that you're supposed to dry fire it too often. Alright, well, I think that's it. I hope you enjoy the gun. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. I'm not an expert on the gun, but I'm pretty knowledgeable about it now. I know how it works, and I know I guess the basics, so happy shooting.